Hi guys, welcome back to my playthrough of Heavy Rain. If you're wondering what that exhaling is about, so a little story before we get underway here. So, because I feel like I have to explain something as to why you are not going to be seeing trophies pop up for the rest of this playthrough. So here's the thing. I actually already had recorded this part of the game that you are going to be seeing from here on out. In fact, I was almost about to finish recording the end of the game. The credits for the game were rolling. I was wrapping up the playthrough. And then my recording software crashed. The entire video, all the footage from here on out to the end of the game was gone. I cannot tell you how angry, frustrated I was. Imagine putting in almost an hour's worth of work into something, and then in a second, it's all gone. Feeling like all that time and work was completely wasted. So, I was a little disheartened by it that I pretty much took a break from wanting to come back to this to try and re-record it and finish it again. I went into recording some other things, taking a little break from recording itself. It was just something that really upset me. So here we are, I'm back trying to record this again. I think my fault was that I tried to make it one big video when I should have cut it up a bit. I should have cut it up in half. One video and then another video, but because I think for some reason, if I go too long, whatever it was triggered, and I think it had to do with the fact that I was lowering the volume of the game when the credits are rolling, because obviously I don't want the music to be playing during the credits because I don't want any copyright issues, which is hilarious because I have the music turned down to 10 out of 100, and yet there are times where the music still just boom, just blares really loud. It's amazing how, in hindsight, a lot of these games were made before our YouTube gaming era began. And, of course, the devs never considered the idea of us, making these while also trying to avoid issues with copyright. So, because I had beaten the game in the process of trying to record this before, the trophies I've already gotten up until being the game. So you're not going to be seeing those pop up from the here on out, unfortunately. So here we go again with take 2 of me trying to record the last portion of this game. Here we go. Alright, let's look at the clues.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history.
Let's analyze these 2 new clues that we've got.
Impounded in a police case 5 years ago. The gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
Analyze this footage. There's a question mark over there. Wait, hold on. Alright, play. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, I did the wrong motion. I should have just paused it instead of stopped it. Whoops.
Gold watch.
A gold watch?
I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
Yeah, the promotion present. Oh, you know what that means. The killer is a cop.
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop.
don't think there's anything else I can get from this. Nothing there. Oh, and also in case you're wondering, I did have to...
Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Nah, investigate further. I don't think it's Blake. Analysis impossible. Okay.
2 receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home.
Analyze and geoanalyze it.
Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere.
There's only one. And there's only one cop in that lives in that area.
Cop?
That's gotta be him.
There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
He figured it out. I was worried that... So, here's the thing. You guys know that this game doesn't let me manually save. It auto-saves. So I had to go to selecting a chapter.
Are you sure it's the right car?
And sometimes when you do that, it can actually mess up the progress in the game.
Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
So, because I had to manually start from a chapter instead of loading a save file, because it doesn't let me do that, I was worried that it was going to affect what I had done up to this point in the playthrough. I'm hoping that's not the case, though.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
Excuse me.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Lauren. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days, and I'll come and get you when this is all over.
The lip sync is a little off, it seems.
Tell me who the Origami Killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know. I promise.
Aw, a little smooch before sending her off. Can you blame her, though? Oh, now we're back to this moment.
Hang on, John. I'll get help. Just hang on. Go on, hurry.
I guess we might find out who the killer is here in this flashback.
I'm hurrying. I'll be right back.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on, bro. I'll find someone. Then we'll come back and save you. Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Dad, I've got to get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help.
Let's see whether or not he actually will help.
Dad, it's John. He fell into a pond. He's
Get out of
drowning.
here, you little pest. Leave me
You
alone.
gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed.
Wow.
Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die.
What a
John's
joke
gonna
this
die.
guy is.
Scrap.
Cares more about his drink than his own son's life.
Please, Dad, you've got to save John.
What a poor excuse of a dad this guy
I tried,
is.
John. I really tried, but he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about me, Scotty.
And I think we just got our confirmation as to who the killer is. Scott Shelby. And based on what we just saw, I think these killings are starting to make more sense. The drowning brother, the father who wasn't willing to save his son. The killings are starting to make a bit more sense now, aren't they? And now that we have our revelation on who the killer is, and now we have our complete change in how we are going to be playing Scott Shelby. Throughout this whole time, we've been playing as him, and this is one of my only gripes with this story in this game, is this part here where we get our revelation, and when you think back to how we've played Scott this whole time, and how we play Scott from here on out, well, you're going to see here in just this scene alone what I'm talking about. So now, all the little pieces of evidence that we have found in this whole investigation, the phone. So now, he's burning all the evidence. The phone we got from this place here. Collecting evidence that was that he had sent or left behind. The shoebox from the store. The envelope. And just think about this. He just sent off Lauren, who thought he was going to go confront her son's killer. Wait till she finds out that she had just got a kiss from the man who pretty much killed her son. Ah, the book he got from the Blue Lagoon. Gosh, those photos. Now this next one here, here's the little notebook we got from Manfred's place. This is the part right here. So he killed Manfred himself. And then he got it. And then he called the police. Now, if you guys go back just a couple or a few videos back, you'll know that that's not what happened. We were on Scott the whole time. That's one thing that I think is just handled extremely poorly. That it shows something completely different compared to what we actually saw happen earlier. You know? It's like the game wants to fool us, but yet not really treat our minds as intelligent enough to figure it out. If that, I think that could have been done a lot more clever in a way that made us go, oh wow, so that's what happened. I never saw that, coming. If we were on someone else, maybe when Scott was doing that, I just think it was handled very poorly. It's one of my bigger gripes with this game. And I suppose the last piece, he wants to get rid of the photo of him and his brother. Oh, because he went and got it from his mother. Now, if you're still wondering why would Scott do something like this, resort to being this kind of serial killer, in a manner of speaking, I mean, he doesn't necessarily... Yeah, he places those boys in that drain, which they eventually drown in. But... I don't know, it's almost like he was giving, he was giving each of those boys' dads, a chance to save them. We'll get to a point where Scott actually tries to explain his motivation. But at the same time, when I hear it, it's like, what, really?
The moment of truth. If Ann Shepard gave me the right name, the Origami Killer lives here. Let's hope he's not home.
Oh, yeah, let's hope he's not home.
I should have informed the police. But I have no proof. Just the statement of an old woman who's lost her memory. If he's in his apartment, I'll pretend I got the wrong floor. The killer might be here. I better be careful.
I don't think you'd want to knock on the door. Look at her picking the lock. Madison Page, when did you learn to do this? Ah, come on. Ah, I turned my controller all the way to the side, but for some reason it doesn't acknowledge that. And some devs wonder why we don't like these motion controls. I wonder why. My controller, oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, my controller is like, alright, I'm gonna point it this way and just have it angled where I have to like make it go all the way over to one side. Oh my goodness. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna stop it here. Because I said I was going to try and divide this up so it makes it where I'm less likely to lose this footage. So you know what? I'm going to stop it here so I can try and get this right. Stay tuned.